let's have a few minutes of quote unquote tech talk here. This is an article that I saw on businessinsider.com. And it says the clever way that Domino's is making AI feel more real and better at taking your pizza order. Okay, so allegedly people call in to place an order for pizza. And someone answers the phone. They take their order, boom, they go on. That's the old school process. Well, now this is AI answering the phones for them, and none of this is new. This type of stuff has been happening for the last couple of years. People have been experimenting with it for the last couple of years. None of that is new. What's newer is the company that what is it called? Converse Now. This company that's partnered with Domino's and other restaurants have trained an AI to have a little bit more human side to it, you know, because Domino's previously was trying this out and people were hanging up on them. So
they want to make them sound more human.
Yeah, there's like people, I don't want to talk to no robot, you know, so people were hanging up on them. But now they've changed it to make it a little bit more personalized. Quote here, there was a point where 50% of the people were just saying they didn't want to talk to it. Rhyme's technology has pushed that number to closer to 100% now, to where more people are using it. Domino uses text-to-voice feature in about 80% of its phone orders. So whatever they've changed has definitely been a large uptick, okay? But it gets a little more nuanced. So not only have they made this a little bit more human, they are making it regionalized. So they trained this AI on people from the north, say New York area, from the Bay Area, from the south,
East Bay,
from the East Bay. Yeah, it's different. That's how Marshawn Lynch talk. Yeah.
Wow.
So they trained it on different voices and accents and whatnot. So Domino's customers who order by phone in Atlanta, for instance, are likely to reach an AI assistant that speaks with a Southern accent. Rhyme says, that's the company involved, says that it also developed a voice that speaks using, quote, African American vernacular English. The voices that Rhyme uses don't belong to, quote, real people, though, as said here. So, thoughts on that? Because it's funny, I saw this thing just as we ordered pizza the other day, and I remember making that order and calling it in or whatever. First time I didn't get through because they're always busy, so hang up, call back, and it says press 1 to place an order. So I'm thinking it's going to put me in this whole robot queue or whatever. It answers, and the person is talking. And in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, is this a person or not? But then she said something that gave it away. Okay, yeah, this is a person, you know. So what are your thoughts on...
So you don't really think that you might be able to tell between a person answering the phone or a AI person answering the phone?
In some instances, it's going to be pretty difficult because the AI voice is getting better and better. You know,
unless you're somebody like me who don't speak in the same accent, same voice, same anything all the time. Like I'll talk English, I'll talk country, I'll talk, you know, all these different. So it will not be able to pick up if I was trying to say some things.
Well, no, see,
just a whole different sentence. I could switch it up at any given time.
Let me. I don't think you're understanding. So let me try to explain. So,
I do understand.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I was just saying, that's it. I do understand what the whole thing is, though. I was just...
That was extra. I got it. There it is. So, all right. When I called, and like I said, at first I was like, maybe this isn't a person, but then they gave it away. So my thoughts to you, my question to you, what do you feel far as calling in and talking to a robot like that to order your pork fried rice or what have you, or your pizza, or does any of that matter to you? That if you call in and have to place an order for food or what have you, and you talk to an AI, does any of that matter to you?
No, I mean, how can it? Because I don't know if it's already been happening. When I place the order online,
that's fair.
Putting the order in, going to the website, going to the order menu, doing all of that stuff to order everything, and then going to pick it up. All these things, I don't know.
Well, that's
who's
not
on the other
that's
side.
Algorithm. That's not AI.
That, I'm saying exactly. Yeah. I can't really even tell you the last time I've called in an order. I can. Over here to the it's not really Thai, but it's supposed to be Thai food.
Yeah. But it's good though.
I will call, it's rice and meat.
Okay. Well, just good.
I mean, you make rice and meat at home.
And it's good.
Okay. Anyway, but that I call that order in, but for the most part, everything else, if there's an order to be placed, haven't we been putting it in the computer?
Yeah, I guess most of our stuff has been online orders. And
I haven't ordered a pizza in I don't know when.
The only time I've called in is when I call into our Mexican joint over here next to us that we love. I'm not going to say the name. Yeah, I called them. Everybody else, yeah, it's been through an internet form, basically. But so with that said, if you had to call, how would you feel calling, say, Popeye's Chicken to place an order? Not that they do that, but calling someplace to place an order and they start talking in Southern slang. How would that make you feel?
If I called this one over here, it would make me feel uncomfortable because the reason
if this one over
the reason
here,
that I don't
ain't no black folks over
going
here.
to Popeyes here is because it feels really weird to walk in there and see people that don't look like they know how to fry chicken in there. And it just it's interesting, but it's like that at the all of the places. So yeah, if I call this Popeyes over here in this area, and I heard somebody from North Carolina, African, what did it say?
African American vernacular was the quote.
And the African vernacular.
African American
vernacular answered the phone, I'd hang up. Because I would know that is not real.
What if we were in Kakalaki? What if we were in Carolina and we called to order a pizza?
I wouldn't know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Would we know?
Yeah, you're right.
How would you know?
How would we know? You're right.
That's the only time it's going to be messed up if they think, okay, black people eat chicken, so let's do it over here. Because they would F up every time they called over here to this one. Any of these in Northern California, they would screw up every time. So no, that would be interesting. I guess everybody was sounding Hispanic, not just Hispanic, but maybe a Mexican Hispanic, because you know those might be the ones that would be in there, like black people.
Right. I didn't particularly care for.
That's interesting.
I didn't care for the idea that they said, okay, let's make it African American vernacular.
Exactly. Because, I mean, how would they do it just...
I mean, even if we lived in freaking Buckhead, if we lived in Buckhead and I called somewhere... And it would...
You would think that it should be okay to hear African American vernacular in Buckhead.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't like the idea that it tuned... I don't like the idea that it tuned it that way. I'd rather just give me the real person that's going to speak the African American vernacular.
So that they don't say
what you assume.
Maybe these people in this area.
I'd rather you give me the person speaking in the African American vernacular, not what you are assuming what an African American vernacular sounds like based on your AI training. That's just me. Go ahead. You can interrupt me because I'm done.
That's not interrupting you though, is it? If you're done.
Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
So it's okay for me to answer a phone as an African American.
Yes, it is okay for you to answer the phone as an African American because you are an African American.
Person might say, I thought I was dealing with an African American place. You don't sound like an African American.
Ooh, there's that caveat. Yeah. But it's still the crux of the crux for me is just I'd rather it be a person answering the phone. But the article continues. They make a good argument. Using this AI allows them to have more people in the damn kitchen and getting the stuff done, getting stuff out faster. You know, because answering the phone, especially if they're answering the phone of, I don't know what cousin.
I want.
Exactly.
Dude, what you want? Did you know? What do you want?
Exactly.
What do you want on your pizza?
So
I don't know. Do you want? Are you gonna help me pay for all of this stuff you put on your pizza?
And why do people
do
that?
So they cut all of that off, just like going to the drive-through window.
Yeah.
You know what you want. But you don't know what you want before you get up there. And then you waiting at the window for...
And I'm guilty of that. There's sometimes I don't know what I want when I get to the window. I have a generalized idea. But I do try to scan really quickly because I do not want the line.
You talking about you. But just think about you and 10 other people.
Yeah, most people ain't like that.
So, and that can come in all kinds of binoculars. Yeah. Big word. Amazing.
Nice work. Say it one more time.
Vernacular.
Now spell it.
Vernacular. Vernacular. No.
Can't spell it?
No H on the end.
No H on the end.
Why should I know how to spell that?
In case you have to write it.
Let me tell you something.
In case you come on businessinsider.com.
Why should people know how to spell stuff?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I have to know how to spell anything that I don't use on a regular basis. If I use it on a regular basis, if it's in my vocabulary, yes, I think I should know how to spell it. But if it's not in my vocabulary, why should I know how to spell it? You know what I mean?
Is laughing at you.
I can't see any of that that's going on over here.
He's laughing at you.
Good. I can't see it because mine is broken. But let me tell you, if I don't use it on a regular, in my vocabulary, even vocabulary, I use vocabulary, so I know how to spell vocabulary. But in that, if it's not a part of my everyday speech, reading, writing, arithmetic, why should I know how to spell those words? And what did you just ask me to spell again?
Vernacular.
Vernacular is not a word that I have ever used.
You don't say. Right. Imagine that. We are shocked.
I've never used it, so no, I'm not gonna know how to spell it, and I don't feel bad about it. Shit.
Cinder Fractal says phonetics. I love that. She spelled it Phonetix. Phonetics.
Whatever.
Oh, gosh. Well, thank you, Business Insiders, for that interesting take.